Hey, you guys! Hold on a moment. Did they just... Are you familiar with the Cienjo of...
We know a little bit about it.
We're from Penacony. Maybe you've heard of it.
Oh, we just left there. Oh, talk about coincidence.
That's great. Do you know any must-see attractions on the Lofu?
Exactly! We're Cienjo experts. Most of the tourists around at the moment are here to attend the war dance. And that's why we're here too.
Yeah, we know about that ceremony. But isn't the fighting ring...
I've heard the ring was actually converted. No doubt about it. It's a massive fighter jet. It's got to be larger than a civilian star skiff.
But for now, all we can do is wait until the war dance starts in a few weeks.
We're looking for unique experiences that you won't find on Penacony. Our clients love these...
You're the expert here. Give them some suggestions.
Good idea. The everyday vibe of the Aurum Alley is a rare find on the planet of festivities.
Everyday vibe. Yeah.
Thanks for the suggestion. We'll head to the...
Look, Yanqing...
Really? Let's go catch up.
Inspection complete. Nothing suspicious.
Looks like there's smoke rising in the...
Good quality, good price. Price. Hassle-free chartering. High-end barge. The best choice for galactic commerce. Good quality, good price. Hassle-free chartering. High-end barge. The best choice for galactic commerce. Good quality, good price. Hassle-free chartering. High-end barge. Good quality, good price. Good quality, good price. Hassle-free chartering. High-end barge. The best choice for galactic commerce.
We found it. Looks like the pilot isn't inside. If they escaped before it came down, they should still be nearby.
Good quality, good price. And barge. The best choice for galactic commerce.
There. That must be who Miss Shikue asked us to...
Are you all right?
I'm okay. Where there's a will, there's a way.
You don't look so good.
Annihilate.
Sam!
Every victory is hard won. I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Spark.
Let me tend your wounds.
Target threat index lowered. Hide. As your command.
Every victory is hard won.
you! Stay away!
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Are you all right?
I'm okay.
Time, what's in your prescription?
Thanks. I'll never forget you.
Target threat index lowered. Annihilate.
Joining the battle.
Every victory is hard won.
Hey, get out of here! It's
Don't worry, Miss Ching.
Stay back, Clara.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Spark!
As you command.
Sam in position. Detonate.
Lose some, win some. Don't let me down. Like fire
Until everything burns to ashes!
Firefly Type 4 in position.
Fight to live!
I'm not afraid of you.
There's no backing out now, for me or you.
Hide. As you command.
There are too many monsters. Let's hope.
just run! These
No can do, Miss Chingni. Easy. Let's not get ahead of...
You two have held out long enough. Help is at hand. Cloud Knights, formation! Prepare to engage! Hold on, Qingni. We're coming to get you!
Joining the battle.
Give an inch and they'll take a mile.
Need a doctor? Vitamin!
Support received.
Annihilate.
Attack detected.
Don't let me down.
Let me tend your wounds.
I'm not afraid of you.
Hide.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Spark!
Joining the battle.
Time for a lesson.
As you command.
What's in your prescription?
Support received.
As you command. Annihilate.
Bending the rules.
Stay back, Clara.
We? There's no backing out now, for me or you.
Initiate cleanup.
Lose some, win some. Who's the little backstabber?
See the doctor?
Are you alright?
I'm okay.
Stay back, Clara. Are you alright?
I'm okay. I need to be brief.
Hide.
Self-inflicted misery.
I didn't know the Helm Master of the Skyfaring Commission dealt with situations like this in person.
Indeed. I should be reviewing files in the Palace of Astrum. However, Jing Ni decided to put herself in danger and trouble our esteemed guests with her safety. As her mother, I couldn't sit idly by. Jing Ni, have you thanked your benefactors yet?
Thank you, benefactors.
No need, Miss Chingni. It was nothing.
You Astral Express Trailblazers have outstanding manners. So you're... It was because of both. In fact, by way of...
The feeling is mutual.
Then, for now,
It was a dire
You promised me... Please excuse us.
I didn't know Yukong had that side to her. You have a unique way of putting, but you're not wrong. Appearances seemingly tell us little about the lives of the Yukong's inner... Yes. After all, I know what it's... But there's something I don't... Anyway, let's... remember... All right.
Why won't you listen to me?
Because it's my life! You know I have the talent to make it. I can become the Lafu's best pilot, just like you were.
Talent? You'd be dead if it weren't for those two travelers. Do you think stealing a star skiff and taking to the skies is a show of talent? What about being trapped by abominations? Did you at any moment... Do you know how many people dream of a relaxing desk job at the Skyfaring Commission? You promised me to work responsibly in your post. Not only have you...
I got the highest group, but no one even knew.
Behind my back. As for genius. Don't mention that. Why do you insist on becoming...
And I don't understand why you don't Why can anyone in the world become a fighter pilot except the Helm Master's daughter?
Jingni, where are you going? I'm sorry you had to witness this.
Apologies, Madam Yukong. We should have given you some time.
On the contrary, I apologize for allowing my own personal matters to encroach on your time.
We don't intend to pry into private business, Helmmaster Yukong. But if there's anything we can help with, please don't hesitate to ask.
Family issues, I'm afraid. You probably heard a thing or two just now. Despite my earnest wish that she continue in her post, Jingni is fixated on becoming a fighter pilot. I may seem overbearing, but the situation she gets herself into sent a shiver up my tail. It's funny, isn't it? I've seen every disaster imaginable, from the abundance axis to a living planet. I thought I'd forgotten what fear was. But when I fought alongside you, I realized there are still things that can terrify me. I'm sorry. Talking about such vexing matters is unbecoming in front of guests. I invited you here to gain a better understanding of the Express. not bore you with these trivialities. Oh, I prepared refreshments for you. Please, you must try this excellent whale tide spring. Please accept these gifts as thanks for saving my daughter. I'd heard that the Nameless had traversed the Starry Sea, but I wasn't prepared for how much I could learn from you.
Well, I'd heard from members of the Skyfaring Commission that you were a top-tier pilot, Madam Yukong, and an ace among the Cloud Knights. Now that I've seen you in action, I know the rumors were true. I hope to witness your flying ability for myself one day. We'll head off now. The Commission must be busy. I look forward to our next meeting, Madam Yukong.
On my flying ability, I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you, Mr. Yang. The sky no longer suits me.
You too, please. Thank you for saving. So you've experienced it yourself, benefactor. But I've had the hairpin ceremony. I'm an adult now. I have the right.
Miss Jingni, becoming a parent, what I mean to say is...
My mom is actually. Speaking of empty inside. I've been so angry today I forgot to eat anything. How about this? My mom.
Nothing in this report makes sense.
Ancient game to make your brain feel brand new. Celestial. An ancient game to make your brain.
We're here. I'm sorry. I'm here. This thing has a bit of a unique flavor.
Let me try.
Oh. Is there a drink?
No, this reminds me of when I first...
How is it? Whoa! But I guess not everyone. Well, don't force yourself. Let's go somewhere else.
Game to make your brain feel brand new. Celestial Jade.
Quite a different experience looking down on Starscape.
You know, there are a lot of mung bean soda moments in life. If you don't try...
I know she's right.
Why are you so
Have you heard of the Foxian birth fate? If the child reaches for a jade abacus. That mom reached for the star skiff and later she achieved miracles. One time she destroyed 3 beast ships in a hail of Barisan anti-aircraft fire. Like an arrow tearing through a thunder. I'm proud to be Madame Yukong's daughter.
I can imagine. A parent is often a child's first hero.
I used to watch her. I remember.
Parents never...
But... It's Mom's secretary, Miss Sequay
In Stargazer...
Is it really okay to...
Indeed.
You're...
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Spark!
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Help me!
As you command. As you command. Hide.
Sam in position.
You don't look so good. I need to be brave.
Joining the battle.
Lose some, win.
The fight.
Do you know what it... This is... You're so...
A bird cage. Huh. That reminds me. Have you guys heard of the birds that live in the Everhunt Plains? They have Come on, are you kidding? It's a trinket, remember? You think my mom would carry this with her?
A Devastator glaive? Is this from the battle? There were a lot of Cloud9. Well, this is too big for a trinket.
Mom always carries this trinket around. Is this?
It must be very close. If you...
What turned and ate my mom
If the Helmmaster Hurst, he promoted Helmmaster Yukong himself.
General Jing Yuan?
No problem. We can't help you too directly, but an indirect conversation like this might... Yes.
In that case...
Can you wait a little moment? She's temporarily taken on the General's responsibility.
I don't think I can ever get used to this. It's a pleasure to see you all here today, collating casualties and losses, dispatching forces to round up the remnants of the disciples, submitting battle reports to the 6 charioteers. Generalship is no trifling matter. How could I be enjoying myself? All I can do is get used to it. I think she's enjoying...
Master Diviner, have you
Of course not. On the contrary. I am eager to thank you all in my official capacity as acting general of the Luofu. Now that things have drawn to a conclusion, it is time to reward you. Ooh, all those benefits that the general... Yes. The Astral Express has braved great evil for the Luofu. Your devotion...
On behalf of the Astral Express, I would like to thank you, Master Diviner.
Oh, wow. Nothing tangible then? But at least it sounds pretty cool. Now that thanks have been expressed, I still have something to discuss with you. Please, this way.
Mr. Yang, and you? What brings you to the seat of divine foresight this time?
It's nothing urgent. We were hoping to understand Helmmaster Yukong a little better.
Yukong? The seat of Yukong, but naturally, if you wish to dispel... Did Qingni tell you? If I were to turn the Yukong of the... Yes. The legend of the ace fight both at the control. It's hard to imagine such contrasting personalities working in perfect harmony. Oh, this is...
This object has... She thought it might be a way to find out more about Yukong's past, and...
This object is no... I'm sure you're both 30 years ago. We were greatly out at the Rainbow... Such Yukong, is it?
I don't have any other questions.
I do not wish to speculate on... However, perhaps it is not my place to say, but I believe...
Thank you, General. We apologize for taking up your time with such triviality.
Mr. Yang, you jest. How can harmony between parent and child...
We'll take our leave. Let's go. We should head to...
Oh, you're here. My mom isn't in a great mood. Mm-hmm. Probably.
You two are very similar.
Well, we... Really? Anyway, did you find anything out from General Jing Yuan?
Did Helmmaster Yukong never bring this up with you?
I was always curious about her past, but she either dodged my questions or pretended not to hear them. In the end, I realized she probably experienced...
Indeed.
So she doesn't...
I can't guarantee that's what she's thinking, Miss Ch...
You're right, Mr. I remember watching her handle a document with...
Do you still remember where it was filed, Miss Chingni?
Vaguely. But there are so many files stored in the Skyfaring Commission. Could I ask you benefactors to look for it?
A couple of Outworlders going through Sky...
Of course.
It seems like...
I love work. I love a...
Oh,
We can use this one. It should be here. Let's see. Yes!
Miss Chingni,
It should be fine.
No.
Fine. Is it really that big of a deal? I understand. I can tell Mr. Yang is a principled person. Let's read it together. Maybe her diary holds...
What is the meaning of this? The Helm Master's daughter bringing Outworlders into... What do you have in your hands? Let me s... How dare you read
Mr. Yang Min, please, calm down. I
see. Chingni, I know Madame Yukong's position.
I want to know what happened.
No, this isn't something I should... Yes. Miss Tsai? I remember her. She was an ace. Her husband, Mr. Guan Yu, but when it came, it was Tsai's death. Nonsense. In the end.
Where are Miss Thanks for telling?
You're welcome. I suppose you're going to go. I can understand your. Please don't tell your mom.
Got it.
Hurry, Madam Yuko.
My mom keeps lots of stuff in her desk. Let's have a look. That's the selling point of this desk. There are hidden compartments. There's some every time our pilot, but what we're looking for, there are hidden compartments on the left. Got it. This. So, I suppose I've always had a feeling. Don't let that child touch the sky. Is this why Mom refuses to let me become a fighter pilot? For a pilot, Mom didn't manage to. I never thought. I feel a lot closer to Mom after reading this diary. Yes.
You're all done? Did it? I see. We're here to...
It's okay. When Mom feels down, she usually goes to take in a view of the Jade Gate. She should still be there. Let's go find her.
Take caution.
Mom?
Qingni, why are
Miss Qingni kindly agreed to show us around Starskiff Haven. She mentioned she was trying to mend things between you, but was feeling shy about it. We volunteered to come with her.
Thank you. I must apologize for the trouble my daughter has brought you.
Mom!
All right, it's getting late.
Actually, I want to talk to you about. I want to become a fighter pilot. No.
We've talked about this.
Seems like Miss Qingni is a little...
I thought Mr. Yang said we shouldn't interject.
Is that... I understand now. I don't expect to gain your forgiveness.
Mom, what are you talking about?
Just like you, I once longed for the sky. I know what it feels like to fly through infinite, to float like a Sai was like that too. We were friends since we soon became the most. You never knew if the friend next to you would make it back alive. But those are my. System space.
We're engaging the main.
Huh? Sounds like maternity leave knocked the wind out of your sail.
Oh, shut it.
Of course I missed you. Say, Sai.
But I guess I already touched.
Mind is mysterious. It was...
Sai!
When I climbed out of the burning car, it was the most beautiful my dream.
Mom, this is but I won't hide from it. I'm not afraid to walk the same road as her. If my sacrifice can bring happiness to the citizens of the Xianzhou, then I'm ready for.
You are so very similar to Tsai. You know, the cruelty has never claimed victory. Me, Tsai, your father. Do you know how we won that war?
The Rainbow Arbiter's divine arrow.
Yes. The mighty blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter annihilated all abominations in a single strike. We had to pay with the blood of hundreds of thousands of soldiers just to halt their advance. The Crushing our enemies was as easy under the might of an eon.
Mom.
But I never should have allowed my fears to compel me to make decisions for another person. I brazenly interfered with your choices.
Mom.
I'll take you to fill in the paperwork tomorrow. You'll start as ground crew, just like Tsai and I did.
Huh? Really?
I was afraid of you following in my footsteps. And more afraid of you taking after Tsai.
Mom?
Tell me.
I want to... fly.
I'm afraid I can't.
But... why?
Because... I already touched the sky.
Caution. Some people may try to blend in and infiltrate.
So they also hold funerals.
Seriously? Thanking us like that and then immediately sending us on another mission? It's not a mission. The Stellaron Crisis, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus Rebellion, the Arbor's resurrection. Not to mention the Antimatter Legion infiltrating the Luofu. All of these incidents need reporting at the highest level for investigation. It's just that, having been in the middle of everything, I'm struggling to keep an accurate perspective. I would appreciate if you could go through it all with me, so that I can reacquaint myself with a finer detail. So, where should we begin? It appears that Fantilia was the mastermind behind it all. The Xianzhou warred with the Antimatter Legion in the past, and ever since we have kept a watchful eye on their movements. Few could have foreseen the insidious tactics employed in the execution of their assaults. The Lord Ravager slithered in unnoticed, clandestinely plotting and machinating, and surreptitiously bestowed a Stellaron upon the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. This heinous act instigated an uprising aimed at luring the Luofu into a perilous trap of self-destruction. The present danger posed by the Legion clearly demands a re-evaluation. We should proceed cautiously. When the ambrosial arbor was severed by the Rainbow Arbiter thousands of years ago, the abundance became a taboo. Those within the Alchemy Commission, the original masters of the so-called Way of Immortality, were ruined at a stroke. The Commission became a shadow of its former self. Presumably, from that moment on, the seeds of discord for the disciples of Sanctus Medicus had already been planted. Some of them were willing to work with the enemy, acquiring a Stellaron from the Antimatter Legion to try and revive the abundance. They succeeded all right. But why would Fantilia's objective to be to realize their wishes? Those traitors gained nothing. They betrayed the Xianzhou only to become sacrificial offerings in the Lord Ravager's grand scheme. The Stellaron Hunters. We know just as little. But in the Matrix of Prescience, I saw a prophecy that Kafka received from Destiny's slave. Elio foresaw all manner of possibilities for the Luofu. Based on what Kafka knows, and despite everything being under the control of Elio, that prophecy is indeed the most beneficial future for the Luofu. The Stellaron Hunters walked right into our trap, and even gifted allies, in the form of yourselves, to the Xianzhou. That might sound self-interested, but I hope the feeling is mutual. Now that the future has come true, the Xianzhou has discovered the Legion's intentions, and with everyone's help, has imposed a crushing defeat on Fantilia. That we may. But as logical as things might seem, there are still many details about which we're uncertain. For example, I'm submitting my report to the—
I was about to make the same request, Master Diviner. Since the Arbors...
Xingyuan has committed quite a few violations this time around, and I'll have to deal with them one by one. Cloud Knight generals are all such a hassle. Before you leave, please make time to recuperate. If there's anywhere you'd like to visit, feel free to take a look. Oh, if you pass through Starskiff Haven, I have something that I hope you can give to Yukong. It was all so chaotic. When Fantilia took form, it was as if the Cloud Knights were only able to find her fan. She took it with her I'm already prepared for the worst. Considering how the Legion, as for how matters are handled with regards to Ting Yun, I believe it's best left to her Foxian ken. I have informed the Skyfaring Commission of the events which took place, and I think it would be best if you were the one to deliver this item to Yukong.
I understand. Leave it with us.
Thank you, Mr. Yang. Now, let me take a look at my remaining duties for... It's getting late. If you need me, I'll be in the divination...
I see. Please extend my regards to the 10 lords.
I will. Our condolences, Hellmaster. You have guests. I shall take my leave.
On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, I would like to thank the crew of the Express for saving the Law Fu from the Stellaron crisis.
Madame Yukong must have heard about Miss Tingyun.
Yes, I have heard. Seeing 4 leave, yet only 3 return, was enough for me to know that Fu Xuan's report was indeed correct. Ting Yun. I still can't believe it. The whole report reads like a bad joke. It's simply unimaginable. The Antimatter Legion on the Xianzhou, and Ting Yun, a Lord Ravager? How could someone who spent over 30 years working alongside me at the Skyfaring Commission turn out to be nothing more than a monster in disguise? What happened to the real Ting Yun?
Madame Yukong.
I'm sorry. I understand. It's just hard for me to accept. Thank you for bringing Ting Yun's belongings back to the Palace of Astrum. The Stellaron crisis has cost us too many comrades. Brothers, I'd like to invite all of you, as witnesses to this war, to a soul-soothing ceremony hosted by the Skyfaring Commission. Will you consider?
A soul-soothing ceremony?
To put it into short life terms, a funeral. You see, for long-life species of the Xianzhou, death has always been a distant, mystical concept. Ordinarily, the Ten Lords Commission guides people to the Hall of Karma before any symptoms of Mara are detected. There, they leave behind their lives and wait for their time to come. People are used to a short farewell as opposed to a tedious burial process. Given our limited lifespans, the only ones who place value on ceremony, countless Cloud Knights lost. All of these sudden deaths and unfulfilled wishes remind us that long-life species still live out insignificant and limited lives. By combining Skyfaring Commission technology with Foxian ceremony, we honor those who have passed on. We place items of the dead onto star skiffs and send them out to sail between the stars, to shine brightly among them. It's not just to comfort the dead, those souls who can never talk with us again, but also to comfort their surviving relatives. It's also my way of saying farewell to Ting Yun. I know, I'm selfish. She may not have died a Cloud Knight, but she's still one of us here at the Skyfaring Commission. A victim caught up in a wider conflict. I'd like to hold this ceremony as a way of distancing the memory of Ting Yun from the Lord Ravager who tarnished her identity. I can still hardly believe it. I'll use my own methods to locate Ting Yun's whereabouts, but at present, This is the least I can do for her. I'd like to ask you all to witness this event with me. I've instructed Yen Ming to sort through Ting Yun's belongings. I hope you can pick some out to place around—
Leave this to us. We'll take care of it as per your wishes, Madame Yukong.
Once again, my thanks to all of you. I've asked the judges of the Ten Lords Commission to ratify this soul-soothing ceremony, and have commissioned a special skiff at Stargazer Navalia for the ceremony. If you need anything, that's where I'll be.
did say that I like to gossip, and here I am rambling on, proving you right again. If only you were here to cut me off. Oh, it's you. For a moment, I thought she'd returned. Did the Helm Master send you over?
We're here to help sort out Miss Ting Yun's things. Madame Yukong wants to use some of them for her soul-soothing ceremony.
Well, I've managed to get through pretty much everything. It's all in this box. Please, take your time.
Okay, let's see what there is. An amicassator seal, a small box, a knife, a bow, and something wrapped up tight. I wonder what this is. Looks like some kind of...
Oh, Ting Yun explained that one to me. It's a folk statuette from Foxian antiquity. They say it can bring wealth if placed correctly.
There's also a note in the package. This is for you, Mr. Yenming. Wishing you fortune and success in every endeavor. Yenming, it seems like this is a gift for you, from Miss Ting Yun.
I remember asking her for one at the time. This is unexpected. I only mentioned it in passing, but she remembered. Ting Yun and I were from different guilds. We were competitors, but also colleagues. When we used to trade in other lands, we would bring back local specialties and distribute them among friends and other guild members. It became a custom. The rivalry between us and the Whistling Flames to be the Skyfaring Commission's top guild was always fierce. We would gift each other all kinds of bizarre... Oh, I was completely unprepared for this. I never thought Ting Yun would leave something behind for me that was so sincere and earnest. If I don't return a gift, I'll lose our little duel.
Huh. Besides the seal, the knife, and the bow, none of this seems like something Miss Ting Yun would have kept. I thought she was more about jewelry and beauty. Could there be other things similar to what Yenming got? We should take a look.
There's nothing else, except that it looks like there's something printed on the bottom of the box. The Sleepless Earl.
I can't cook to save my life, but one thing I'm sure of is that's a kitchen knife. I've never seen Miss Ting Yun use anything like that to defend herself. It must be another gift that she never had time to send. There's an ad in the knife case. Spices Supreme. A room alley? Which store is that again? This bow. It's a good bow. It couldn't be meant for me. All right, just kidding. Do you know where we're supposed to take these things?